So, Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we are going to discuss how to construct a research questionnaire in the Google form. So, the requirement for the construction of the questionnaire in the Google form, as you have to should be logged in with your Google account from your Gmail. Then you have to search Google form in that search box. After that, you have to click on that. So Google Form creates, we have the complete suite of applications, the Google application, the Google Docs, the Google Sheets, the Google Slides, and the one we are going to discuss today is the Google Form. So there are two forms of the Google Form. That is the for business, and as well as there is another type is the personal. So we have to construct our questionnaire in the this personal Google form. So let's begin. So there are, as we look at the home page of the Google form, we can see that there is a blank page, but blank form. But beside this blank, there are a number of very attractive different templates of the for the questionnaire. If we go down that menu of that, we have a number of other templates, with a number of other attractive design. So we are going to start from that blank one. So this is the start. We have initially to rename our questionnaire. Suppose this is a Nordic questionnaire. Nordic questionnaire, that is the very dated questionnaire used for the identification of in MSK problem in the human body. So we can say that this is the description of the Nordic questionnaire that and you may start from your name and Dr. ABC PT. I'm going to conduct a research with that title, the prevalence of the musculoskeletal diseases among the physical therapists or any other topic. And for that, I'm using this Nordic questionnaire. And then there will be a short description of this questionnaire, that how many questions, which type of questions this Nordic questionnaire have, and how much time it will take to fill this questionnaire. So a little bit introduction into the Nordic questionnaire. Yeah. After that, we have to add some consent form, as it is very important to have consent from the participant. Um, so for that, we are going to add the uh, consent form. So for that, I'm going to click this text description. Um, and these are some of the options which we can use, different tools which we can use for the construction of questions. That is plus sign, which means when you are going to add a new question, when you have to when you are going to import questions from outside the sheet. This is for the some you can add some text here in the questionnaire. This is for inserting image and video if you want to, and this is for the section if you are going to add a section. This is used for the customization of this questionnaire view. You can change the color from here, while this is the preview. When you back all the questions, then to check how this questionnaire will appear, so you can click here and this preview, so that will be appeared. So this is you, if you add a question you want to delete that, so this is that bin in which you can delete that, and if you want to make a question necessity, then you have to click on the required. uh, when there is when this option is on, it means the person or the participant will be unable to fill to submit the questionnaire unless he or she answers this question she just to complete this question. So for the cat consent, we will add consent here and found consent. As this is a question box, so first of all we will just add a text for that informed consent, and we will delete this question. Informed consent. Here we can give the description of the informed consent. Suppose voluntarily, and then you will add questions. We can write, do you wish to participate in the study? And here we can give this answer yes or no. After that, that will be finished. Then we can give another section, and we can rename this question with demographic information. So we can add questions here. What is your age? Yes. So we can, if it's up to us, if we want to collect the data of age of the participant in the categorical form, then we can use this option, the multiple choice question, the multiple choice. But my recommendation is that the age should be collected in as continued form, as later on we can convert this continue we have a continued form of age into categorical, as well as we can also find the minimum maximum of the continuous form, and as well as when the age is in the continuous form we can calculate its mean along with its standard deviation and standard error. So we have to change this into the short answer, and the participant will just write the number of years he or she have that age. Then we will add another question, and we can also make this important because age is data will be then missing, so make it required. Second question is, suppose what is your gender, and this is male, and then the next option is female. And sometimes if you can also add that paper note to say that I do not want to mention my gender, so just paper note to say. So again, it make its requirement, and then add another section. Here is a special question you can and special questions you can add question as, suppose, do you have pain any part of the body? So the answer will be yes, no, we can say that the person can say that don't know. So let's limit to these two options, yes and no. Then add another questions. If you have pen here at S, so then you can give some option that shoulders by just clicking enter, you can just add another option. Uh, Load back. Let's add it me. Understand and anyway, ankle and foot. Hip region. You can just add another and just click on required. We can add another question if there is when either it is unilateral or bilateral. So you can just unilateral, right, unilateral, left, and bilateral. Sometimes if it is in the neck region or in the back region, so you can say not applicable because we don't have the pair of those structures. And make it important and just add another section, and that will be the end of the questionnaire. So it means now we have four sections of this questionnaire. The first In the first, we have the description of our questionnaire, that which questionnaire is there in the study. And then suppose this is not a questionnaire, so then description of the questionnaire, then informed consent, and then the text of all the informed consent. We have discussed in detail that what are the different components of informed consent. There should be authors along with supervisor name in the consent form. The title of the study should be there, and the edited introduction are the aim and purpose, that why we are doing this study, and then some terms and conditions about the ethical concentration of the different aspects of the participant, like the data of the participant, like any volunteer is there or not, some other aspects as well. So we have discussed that in detail about what should be there in informed consent. So you can paste all those description of the informed consent here, and then you can ask a simple question: do you wish to participate in the study? Yes or no. And then the second section, we have demographic general questions. So you can add other questions regarding to the study. Then special questions which are related. These are just supposed questions just for your understanding and how to construct questionnaire on the Google form. Now, and this is the last end of questionnaire. Now, the point is, if someone is going to participate in the study, so he will continue to fill all this section. But if someone is going to deny the participation, so how he should just will visit the last section, how all these the middle section will be skipped, and how these will be make as hidden. To make this we can do that by simply we can click that and we make it required, and you can see these three dots. Just click on that and then go to section based on answer. So If the person's answer is yes, that yes, I wish to participate in the study, so he will continue to the next section with the demographic information. But if the person deny to participate in the study, then he would continue to the this is the end of questionnaire. So it means that person, and let's see what is there in the middle section in the 2 and 3 section. He will directly jump into the last options. One more thing, there are 6 dots and in your questions. You click on these 6 dots, you can change the arrange the position of the question, so you can rearrange the questions. Similarly, there are 6 dots here at the top of each and every question, and by clicking those questions, we can change the position. The questions, we can change the sequence of the questions, we can rearrange the questions. For example, if this question we want to shift that question about the age of the participants after the gender, so we just click on these top 6 dots and we'll just move, and now we can see that the gender question is the first question and the question in the age is and the second. Similarly, if you want to change this question, so you can change anywhere in any part section of the your study. So it means that we can rearrange the questions anytime in each section. Uh, Now you can see that here is written all changes saved in the draw. Um, if you made any changes in the questions, automatically they are going to save your Google Drive, so you can have easily have access to your questionnaire. So just let's check how this questionnaire will appear. We have constructed that model questionnaire. That will be like that. Not a questionnaire. This is the description of the questionnaire, and the historic on each question there will mean that um, that are required. Without the filling of those questions, participant will be unable to submit the questionnaire. So the first question, that is the informed consent, and here is the body of the that informed consent, which depend on your informed consent and how you have construct that. Then there is a question: do you wish to participate in this study? Every participant having access to this questionnaire will be facing this question: do you wish to participate in the study or not? So if I am going to deny to participate in the study, I have received the link of this questionnaire, but I don't want to participate in the study. So I will simply click on the no and will just click on the next. And I will be just then shift directly into the end of the questionnaire and I can submit that. On the other hand, if I have received the link from my colleague, from my peer, from my friend, and they are from my student, then and I'm going to and I agree to participate in the study, I'm going to click yes, I want to participate in the study. Let's click on the next and look here. I have been shifted to the next section, which is the demographic information. Again, your question having a star, a red star at the end, that's telling me that the filling this question is necessary, and the questionnaire can't be submitted without filling or without answering this question. So then I'm male and my age is suppose 32 years. I'm clicking on that, going to the next section. Do you have any part of the body? Yes. Have you heard where it is? It is in the low back, and then it is unilateral, bilateral, the nativity cable, so it is in the center, suppose, and that is not unilateral, or you can say that this is only on one side of the apex unilateral, right, and then click on the next, and then this is the end of the questionnaire. You can submit that question. So if we come again to our questionnaire, we have one response. If you look at we have one response and there was one person. The benefit of this questionnaire is that we can easily have the statistic that how many people they have received the link, they have received access to the questionnaire, and how much of them they have agreed to participate in the study, and how many denied to participate in the study. So this is the summary of all the um, participants who have filled and submitted the questionnaire, and this is the individual. um, you can just check from here that one by one individual filling out the questionnaire. Now the question is, you have made your questionnaire, dear students, how you will send this questionnaire to your colleagues, to your friends, to your neighbors, to your all the eligible participants that depend on your study or on your inclusion and exclusion criteria. So you have just to click on the send, and on the send there is you can send this questionnaire through email. So you have to write the email of your participant here, or simply you can generate the link of this questionnaire. It's too much lengthy, so you can shorten the URL so that it is, then you can copy that, and it is being copied to the clipboard. Now you can send this uh, link to anybody through Twitter, through WhatsApp, through Messenger, through the status, and then anybody who click on that link will have the access to the questionnaire, and when he or she submitted, you will find that submission in your response list. You can also click on the that. So when you click on this collect email address, then email address would be necessary in the for the submission. If you look at the preview again, it will be look like that. Now we can see that the email address has been there. Initially there was no email address, but when you click on that collection of email address, then their option is in the start. Why this is important? The collection of this email, yeah, the submission requirement of the email as benefit of that is that will decrease the duplicate submission or the dual submission by a single participant. So that was all about how to submit, how to send a questionnaire, how to construct a questionnaire in a Google form. It's very easy. And in the current days of this COVID-19 pandemic, dear students, this is the best way to collect your data from your eligible participants while sitting in your homes, in your hostels. So if you have any question, any query, you can just contact me. And one thing to remember, this thing is, you can learn this thing by practice. So do practice again and again while construction of this questionnaire, and I think there will be no such issue. Thank you so much.